currently just before 5 in the morning and we are going to check on our Wellington. I've been freaking out. I've been nervous about this the whole time and I didn't want to wake the Steak Avengers because I felt kind of bad, so I woke up Manny to come with me.
The Steak Avengers?
This has been going all night. Hold on.
What's wrong?
Manny, they're off.
What do you mean?
The things are off. The water's cold.
Oh, it's not even room temp. Nick. The power went out, baby.
I know just what you want. You know just what I need. Even when we go down together.
Welcome back, RNA family.
Mamma family. Sorry.
Wait.
RNA family.
Yeah, my bad. Oh my gosh, it's too late. Anyways, welcome back to another video. If you are new, please hit like and subscribe and also hit on that notification bell so every time we upload a video, you get to see it.
You thought we were doing from the other channel, huh?
No, like my mind wasn't processing. We said RNA family and like my mind was just not connecting the two.
Well, girl, wake up. 'Cause today's episode, you guys, it is gonna be epic right here. This actually has nothing to do with Uncle Roger. Pausing him for a little bit. I know you guys to be like, oh my God.
Take a pause.
Take a pause with Uncle Roger. So this right here, you guys, has to do with Gordon Ramsay and his most famous dish, beef Wellington, right?
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
You guys know Nate DiGiovanni, right, from MasterChef, also has his own YouTube channel. He is gonna attempt to make the biggest beef Wellington.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if Gordon Ramsay has to approve it or what. I'm like super excited to see it. You think he could do it?
I don't know. To be honest, like I really don't even know. Like I already know that dish is already hard already, like in general.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
That's like an already like hard dish because the temp on the meat. So if you guys ever go to Gordon Ramsay's Hell Kitchen or Gordon Ramsay steak, he only serves it one way. You can't cook it well done or anything. He has it medium rare. That's the only way he'll cook it. It's got to be pink, medium rare in the middle. But I want to see how he does it. I don't know what the record is though. But
I mean, I don't know what the record is either. But I mean, it'll be an interesting video to see what it's about.
Without further ado, you guys, before we get going, smack that like, subscribe, hit the comment down below, and let's get going.
Let's do it.
Today we're breaking a Guinness World Record with Gordon Ramsay.
Now we'll be making the world's largest beef Wellington using my personal recipe.
The record to beat is 50 pounds. But what exactly makes for the perfect beef Wellington?
Right, first of all, we've got to get that sear. No colour, no flavour. Then that duxelle.
No colour, no flavour.
Prosciutto, then the crepes, and then, of course, that delicious flaky pastry.
Luckily, if there's one thing Gordon's known for, it's the beef Wellington. Any advice on how we should do this?
Don't it up. After you start the Wellington, I'll make the sauce. Excellent.
The real challenge today, aside from the fact that Gordon is counting on me to turn this pile of ingredients into the perfect beef Wellington, is time. Because this is our biggest cooking challenge ever, I've called in some backup to help me out. Some of the biggest names in food. I call them the Steak Avengers. Oh, looks like Gordon.
So we're also a big fan of the Golden Balance guy. He has some pretty awesome recipes. Actually, all three of them have really awesome recipes, so go follow them out, guys.
Gordon's already texting me. Guys, come on in. I think we got ourselves a message.
Hey guys, it's me. Listen, the sauce is coming along fine. Please make sure when you put that Wellington together, it is absolutely precision and immaculate. I can't wait to see it. Hurry up, Nick. Let's go.
Max, Gooey, you guys got the meat. You're going to handle the duxelle and the crepes, and I'll take the prosciutto.
3, 2, 1, beef.
One of the most important parts of a beef Wellington is the prosciutto. I'll be using this giant and very dangerous deli slicer to get the best slices of prosciutto I can possibly get. This prosciutto was shipped all the way from Spain and is some of the best in the world. I need to take off one corner of the prosciutto, and now we're ready to slice. For carving our prosciutto, I first need to set this at the proper number, which will adjust the thickness. I'll place my prosciutto into the machine, clamp this down to secure it, and it's time to slice. Now the goal is to get even and consistent slices of prosciutto. These will eventually be used to wrap around the meat that Max and Guga are working on right now. This prosciutto looks incredible. It's ready to go.
All right, Max, first thing we gotta do is remove this fat. Let's do it. We're gonna be completely
So Max and Guga guys are like the meat fanatics of YouTube. Like those two guys know everything about protein and meat. One of our subscribers actually told us too, and I agree. Like Gugas is like the meat guy right here. Surprised he didn't invite Jamie Oliver.
Meat glue. If there's any silver skin, it's not gonna stick together.
More fat, more better, but not today.
The reason I gave you guys both the beef to work on is because I myself do not want to work with meat glue.
So you're making us do the dirty work for you.
Meat glue.
We like it.
A duxelle is a traditional mixture of mushrooms, shallots, garlic.
Meat glue. Because obviously they have to make it bigger, right?
Yeah.
So are they gluing the meat together? But it's got to be edible glue, right?
I don't know. That's I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know.
Comment down below, guys, if you guys know what meat glue is.
Yeah.
Curious.
And thyme. We'll be using a mixture of mushrooms, starting with these white button mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms for that nice umami flavor, some golden oyster mushrooms, and finally some king oyster mushrooms. Now it's time to chop. To cook our duxelle, both pans are gonna get a little bit of olive oil, and this one here is for our crepes. In both pans, we're gonna start with some shallots and just a little garlic. And once these have become nice and softened, we'll add in my mushrooms.
You look like you need a hand over here. I'm gonna help you out with some crepes. These we're making ourselves, and what this will do for our Wellington is wrap it up nicely so there's no leakage. We need our Wellington to stay perfect golden brown.
I think we're just about done trimming here.
Oh,
It's time to do that.
wow.
Let's do it. Meat glue is extremely
That was
dangerous.
a lot of
It's an
fat on
enzyme
there,
that
and there was like
completely glues
no
proteins.
fat.
Yeah, like they took everything
Like
out.
they took everything out of that. Like that was that was ridiculously like perfectly cut.
That's right there. That's like the whole fillet right there. Because he uses like on the filet mignon.
Yeah.
And like, man.
No, yeah.
But yeah, beef Wellington, guys, it's gotta be like nice fillet. Like
Yeah, like
very-
it can't be any fat.
Fat, yeah.
Scared every single time I have to use it.
If you breathe it in, it can literally make your lungs stick together. Hence the gas masks.
When dusting on this meat glue, we need to make sure that everything is spread nicely and evenly.
If we don't fully coat
Oh, hold up.
Wait.
So, is it edible then at that point?
meat, the Wellington will look terrible when we eventually cut it open.
To hold it together while it sets on the fridge, we'll tie it all up with butcher string.
And now that none of the meat glue is exposed, we should be safe to take off our masks.
Beautiful. We need to wrap it up because when we're cooking it
So, like,
we
it's in
don't
the
want
air.
any water to go inside of the meat.
Ooh, that's a big piece of meat. Sure you can handle that?
They always say my meat is big, and here's why.
To finish off our duxelle, we're gonna season this up with a little bit of thyme, a generous amount of salt, and finally finish with some pepper. When it's nice and cooked through, add it to the rest of your mixture.
Now that we've got everything prepped out, it's time to start cooking. And this here is gonna be our giant sous vide bath. We'll
You
fill it
gonna
to the
sous
top
vide?
with water and then set the circulators to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Once our water has come to temp, we can finally take our
So it makes
giant
sense.
log of meat and place it
Because it's
right
so
into
big.
our sous vide bath, which
That's the only
hopefully
way
will
to
cook
cook
our
it.
meat to a perfect medium rare. This is now gonna cook overnight for about 10 hours, and we'll be back in the morning to check on it, but we better hope this works because we're not gonna have much time left to finish after we come back. It's currently just before 5 in the morning, and we are going to check on our Wellington. I've been freaking out. I've been nervous about this the whole time, and I didn't want to wake the Steak Avengers because I felt kind of bad, so I woke up Manny to come with me.
The Steak
This has been
Avengers?
going all night. Hold on. What's wrong? Hey, they're off. What do you mean? The things are off. The water's cold. Oh, it's not even room temp.
The power went out. Look at it. Dang, it blew a fuse.
How long is it off? The fuse could have blown an hour ago, but it also could have happened 6 hours ago. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel good. I think our best bet's just cranking these up as high as we can possibly get them. I am probably gonna sit here and watch till the water comes to temp. But the only worry now is that if we're not careful, this may overcook. It's just past 6:30 now. We've let this go as long as we possibly can, and it's now time to bring this to the only bakery we could find that has an oven
Dang,
big
that
enough to actually
sucks.
fit this in there. We've done the best we can, and at this point, we can really only hope that it's cooked. This right here is where we're gonna be baking our Wellington today. As you can see, it's so big that all four of us have no problem fitting inside. You guys go start prepping the Wellington. I'm gonna FaceTime Gordon to check in and preheat this oven. Hey, Gordon.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
It's going okay. We had a little bit of a mishap with the sous vide bath, but I think everything's coming together now.
Okay, hurry up please. I'm dying to see that Wellington.
See you in a bit.
After the mishap this morning, we can only hope that it's fully cooked. But we'll find out once it's baked.
You want to treat this thing?
Yeah, there's no way to
extremely
check
nicely.
either.
It's like a little baby, a little meat baby. It feels like the perfect medium rare.
You better believe it.
All right, guys, we gotta move. We only have 30 minutes to get this thing in the oven.
Next step, we have to pat the whole thing as dry as possible
Dang.
because we're about to torch it.
The final step before torching it is to remove all of the string that's wrapped around the meat. We have to be extremely careful right now because this is when the meat could split totally apart. For
Oh,
me, this is a
man.
bit of a sore subject because it makes me remember when I left the string on in one of my last episodes of MasterChef.
The string's on.
Oh,
If we send that to the customer. There's no pan big enough to sear this. It's time to
dang. I
torch.
wonder if- Yeah.
Now that it's gotten a beautiful golden brown color, it's time for the mustard.
And this is the traditional way to do it for Wellington.
Yep.
Directly after searing, we add a nice thin layer of mustard.
While those guys finish painting that in mustard, we're gonna go ahead and start rolling out our puff pastry to the outside of our Wellington.
is so
Once this has all been
crazy.
laid out and fused together, we're gonna add some parchment on the top.
And I'm gonna roll everything together to fuse all the edges.
What we're trying to do is make one giant puff pastry sheet big enough to wrap around our whole Wellington.
Next up, we're gonna lay out our crepes on top of our puff pastry.
This is gonna help trap in that moisture and prevent a soggy bottom. There is
Yeah.
absolutely no way we're serving Gordon a Wellington with a soggy crust. Guga, start laying out the prosciutto.
Okay, we need to make a bunch
Okay.
of perfect layers. Guys, you gotta step it up. Literally get 15 minutes
So they
to
have
get
health
this in the
inspector
oven,
there
or we're
too.
done.
To finish this up, we're gonna patch it up with prosciutto wherever we see an open hole.
The final step to
Hey,
bring
a
it all
lot of
together
pork.
is to spread our duxelle.
This has sat in the fridge overnight, and we have to make sure it's in a nice, perfect layer
That
over our
is
prosciutto.
so
Everything looks
crazy.
pretty.
That's crazy how they're doing it, huh?
That's like so big though. Like that is insane.
Like it's also insane like that, you know, I mean all of them are pretty much YouTubers,
Yeah.
right? That they're doing this to break their record. And I think that is super cool.
Yeah,
Like-
and how big it is too. It's just crazy. Like it's just the amount of work that goes into it.
You know how many people that could feed?
Yeah, a lot.
That's crazy.
Pretty spread out right now, but it'll all come together shortly.
I'm excited to roll this thing up, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I hope it stays together.
We only have 5 minutes left to get this thing in the oven. We're gonna start rolling it, keeping it as tight as we possibly can, because there can be no gaps in any Wellington. Be careful, be careful. Oh shoot, the prosciutto's coming off.
Oh, you guys, no.
Well done, guys.
Guga, good job. We're gonna push these tables together,
And now we'll continue rolling it up, being extremely careful here.
and aside
Careful,
from cutting
Max.
it open and feeding it to Gordon, this is definitely the scariest part of this challenge.
that's
we had to bring in all
nerve-wracking
hands
as
on
heck.
deck to finish this off. We are so close here, we just have to paint the whole thing in egg wash.
2 minutes left, guys.
We'll carefully place our lattice pattern over the Wellington.
That looks super cool.
And reposition it to make it look nice and pretty. And we'll finish it off with a bit more of egg wash.
And finally, a nice pinch of salt. The very last step is very carefully sliding this onto our sheet tray. We can't mess this up, guys.
50 pounds.
That is insane.
It's
Dang.
time. The big gigantic oven.
We're gonna push it all the way in until it clicks, just like that.
And it's ready to cook.
2 hours later.
Guys, you ready for this?
Yes, come on, open it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's so crazy.
Here we go.
Oh, damn.
Wow. It is literally a perfect golden.
That is
Guys, hold
beautiful.
on. It's what's on the inside that matters.
You guys ready for this?
Let's go.
Okay, here we go.
That's good.
This is scary. Okay, the moment of truth. Oh.
It's perfect!
I really hope Gordon's gonna like the Wellington, but we're about to find out.
That's a
Let's see.
huge.
I know, right?
The willy.
I got the welly, you got the sauce?
Holy sh! Look at the size of that thing. I've got the sauce. Let's go. Look at that thing. Beautiful. We need a vat of sauce.
Man,
it's got a beautiful sheen. It's rich. It's sumptuous.
Do we take a bite before we find out if it's a world record?
Shall we? What the f? Oh man! Look at that. That is delicious. That's good.
The only thing remaining is finding out if this is truly the largest beef Wellington in the entire world.
I'll kill him if it's not.
Jordan?
I'll kill you if not.
This was an official Guinness World Records attempt for the largest beef Wellington. Now the record to beat was 20 kilograms. I've confirmed the official measurement, and I can officially say that you achieved 25.76 kilograms. Congratulations, you're officially amazing.
Yeah!
That was pretty big.
Yes! I love you! Yes!
Amazing.
Wait, Gordon. Damn.
So much again for 10 million subscribers. Gordon, any last words?
Yeah, don't subscribe to his. Subscribe to mine. We got 20 million. 20 million! Hurry up, Nick. Catch up!
And don't forget, Knife Drop launches in just 3 days, so make sure to go pre-order your copy now. 10 of you who order will randomly get a signed copy by both me and Gordon. And one last thing, thank you so much to all of you for subscribing. We couldn't have done this without you.
Dang, what you think?
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was really intriguing to see how big that sucker was, and then for them to try to do it so perfectly and precise was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, like
For them to get the timing right and perfect.
right.
Like, I would
even
never.
after the first mishap, like with the water being turned off and everything like that, and still be able to make it in time with how big that was really amazing.
Yeah, big old. That's.
But I'm not gonna
Great
lie.
job to them.
That
like,
was that
huge.
actually looked really good, even for being how big it was. Like it still looked pretty amazing. Yeah.
Even though we're a little skeptic about the Migaloo, but I can understand. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as we did.
Yes.
We thank you guys so much. Road to 5K, you guys. We're already over four, close to 4.5, I think, right now. But thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys so much. Let us know.
We thank you so much for all the support and love that you have given us. It is truly amazing.
We love you guys like always. We'll see you guys in the next video.
God bless.